Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are on episode 15 of our Rise of the Riddermark campaign. This is turn 118. So to catch you up from the last stream, we kicked the goblins out of Asul officially, but it looks like we might be bordering Gundabad's territory. Gundabad has been making some pretty successful incursions into the far west since they're at war with Agmar right now. A part of me kind of wishes that they continue to stay friendly neighbors with each other. Sometimes they end up going to war with each other, other times they don't, so it's kind of a mixed bag between Agmar and Gundabad. But this time, Gundabad is really taking the fight to them, and they are winning that war. Plus, we are at war with them as well, so it's not a very good sign that we're bordering their territory. It's possible they could start launching attacks into Asul at any moment. That's why I've got more troops on the way here. I'm kind of hesitant about marching into Nokvaragla over here because despite the strength of our forces, I'm lacking in cavalry for the most part. I mean, I got a lot of mounted archers here for sure, but heavy cavalry, a little lacking in right now. And I don't really know how well we're going to do fighting Gundabad, because Gundabad is one of the harder factions to play, basically just as anybody. I mean, unless you're playing as high elves or the dwarves, you can kind of kick these guys aside. But if you're a cavalry faction like Rohan, again, I don't know how well these guys are going to do. I don't think the Snow Orc Raiders and these low-tier Snow Orc Scouts, I don't think they're going to be much of a challenge for our cavalry, especially our heavy cavalry. But the Black Shield tier units and above, that's where we're going to start facing some difficulty. Plus, Gundabad does boast some pretty powerful heavy cavalry like the Black Shield Warg Riders. Not looking forward to dealing with those guys. Got some Orc Avengers here too. And the Pale Uriks are one of the more terrifying units. So these guys have a lot of high armor stats. Total defense of 27. Armor is 13, so our archers are not really going to do a thing against these guys because of all that heavy plate armor. But we will have to take the fight against Gundabad to some extent, otherwise they could end up steamrolling Agmar, and then they're just going to be that much stronger against the Dwarves of Edith Luin, the Dunedain, and the High Elves. So we have to hope for the best that we can actually push them back up north. And Guthred, yes, I'm going to continue sending you up north, because I will need you to take command of our forces in the far north. It's honestly a war that I really don't want to fight over here because I know this is going to drain us of our resources, which at the moment we're already spending a lot of money on upkeep just keeping our current forces mobilized. We have taken Dornarhok over here. Dol Guldur continues to be held by Gundabad since we sold it to them a while back. The Elves have faced a bit of a disaster up here in Roscobel. They had a pretty large army that was besieged and completely annihilated, but on the plus side, that doom stack that was triggered for taking Dol Guldur, it looks like it's been pretty well depleted. Their best troops are down to basically a half or a fraction of what they were. They're nowhere near as strong as they used to be, plus all those giant spiders are gone, except these guys. No trolls either here. So I think we'll have a pretty easy time getting rid of these guys on the battlefield. I'll keep these guys mobilized for now. As for these guys, I'm not entirely sure what to do with Theodred's forces here. We have a lot of troops, but I could try to push up north, a little bit east and then up north, and try to take this city over here. I don't feel very confident about marching into Mirkwood itself. Again, that dense forest area is not going to be great for our cavalry. I don't think we're really in a place where logistically we can support an endeavor like that. So I might be better off just taking these outlying regions instead. We've got Theoden and Eomer over here helping out Dorwinians, so they finally arrived on their borders. We'll help them take Elanan over here as quickly as possible. But we also have to be mindful of whatever casualties we're taking, because I will not be able to get reinforcements to these guys at all. So they'll pretty much have to rely on taking a city or a town and converting it so that we can try to replenish their losses here. But that won't be for a while, so they'll have to be very, very careful with which battles they choose to partake in. And then down here in southern Gondor, things look pretty stable. Gondor did lose this region again. unfortunately. They seem to have this bad habit of keeping half their troops across the bridge, so when it does come under siege, they're not actually able to support them. But the good news is that they have taken East Osgiliath. So now they'll be able to basically just pour all their troops into Athelion. They might even be able to threaten Minas Morgul itself. I am still trying to figure out how we can get across this river, but if we can take Cair Andros, I could get my troops across there very quickly. The only problem is, once they're across, I will have to give Cair Andros over to Gondor, because it really just makes sense to give it back to Gondor. Then I'm not going to have any way of getting back across this river unless I go down south and take this boat here. Also, I'm kind of hoping that this dock is going to be fixed in the next version. I don't really see any reason why this dock has to block my ships from going all the way up to Osgiliath. I find that kind of silly. And then that's pretty much it. Other than the fact that Enedwaith is still on the back burner over here. We are allies with them, but I'm very, very nervous about what their next move is going to be. They've been pretty quiet for a long time, but they've also been expanding rapidly up north. They did go to war against the dwarves of Ered Luin. If they go to war against the Dunedain, I might have to join the Dunedain and help fight back against them, because I don't want Enedwaith to be competing with me for final victory. That would be... Actually, the worst case scenario would be if Enedwaith decides to go to war against Gondor, because if that happens, then I will definitely have to fight Enedwaith. That'll be the worst case scenario, which I'm hoping will never happen. Because if that does happen, I am going to be toast. I basically have no forces over here in reserve that I can truly rely on. All of my armies are going to be scattered in the far east, the north, over here as well, so... If we go to war against Enedwaith, it's going to look very, very ugly. We could end up losing some territory in the initial phases, and then trying to push them back is going to be a gargantuan task. That's why I don't want to fight this war against Gundabad, because ideally it would have been better if I could have kept these troops in reserve in the far south and west, because then if war does break out, we at least have some means of defending ourselves and then launching a counterattack into their own territory. But hopefully a war will never break out with Enedwaith. That's what I'm hoping for. Alright, to kick things off here, I think I'm going to send Theodred up here to deal with these orcs. And I might get these guys on the move soon. I'm not sure.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, and I don't need all this infantry with us, so we'll just take all the cavalry here. Yeah, they don't have too much to worry about. Is it 184? Yeah, very small force.
Attack!
Yeah, let's get you guys over here then. And I think I'll just keep all my light and heavy cavalry. I'll just keep you guys back here. We're not going to need you at all this time. Would like to get these guys on this side. Let's make this really quick, because this is kind of a waste of our time, but if we can just delete these orcs now, that'd be great. Don't have to worry about them later. I'll tell you one thing, if Dol Guldur wasn't such a massive headache at the moment, this campaign probably would have been finished by now. Because having to fight Dol Guldur on this level, as powerful as they are, it means this is going to be a pretty long campaign. Because they are the master at spamming. No joke.
bloodied. They have lost half their men. Behold how our cowardly foe run. Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Gotta admit, that last kill was kind of an overkill. Okay, so let's see. Which one of you would make a better governor here?
Yes, my lord. Orders, my lord.
Yeah, I think you would make the better governor.
My lord.
I'll leave you out, but public order... Ooh, it's so bad here. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave Theodred in here for a couple of turns, unfortunately.
Orders.
And all these troops in here too.
By your command. Orders, my lord. Orders. Splitting the
Yeah, it's the only way to keep the place under control, because it is looking pretty bad there.
converging armies, my lord.
I'm gonna merge these guys together, and I think I better start sending back the Dwarven Guard.
Yes, my lord.
It might be best if I merge with you now, just so you have safe passage back across the river. I might do that with a couple of units here, mine as well. Cavalry looks okay. Yeah, and these guys are totally fine. It's really just the cavalry here that I would like to make some merges with. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Actually, I might as well just start sending you on your way back now.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Yeah, I'll send you guys back.
By your command.
You're good to go.
Orders, my lord.
And once this is repaired, we should be in a much better place. Go ahead and upgrade the cavalry, whatever we can do there.
Yes, my lord.
I would like to help out Dorwinion here if they come under attack, but problem is there's no guarantee these guys will stick around. And if they don't stick around, then I'm gonna have to fight these guys on my own. That's what I don't like. Plus I know they've got a pretty large army back here somewhere, and yeah, they got even more troops over here, so I think we're better off just holding out here. This, for sure, we can definitely help them take. That won't be a problem. Alright, and then Kair Andros will fall in 2 turns. Let's get this fairground started here, and you know what? Let's increase taxes. Oh wow, that's a huge boost right there. We'll definitely do that. The stables is almost done. I think I better get some more troops going, but ideally I'd like to take some more territory before we do so. Yeah, we got these troops coming up. That's good news. Let's get you guys moving. In fact, if I can, I might just send you guys... Yeah, because if I go through Gundabad's territory, that's a lot of miles that we can cover. Because I know Gundabad has no troops here, and Dol Guldur won't go after us here. And then, yeah, I could just continue making the march up there, support them with reinforcements. I might do that instead.
Your will, my lord. My lord.
I think I might get some of these troops moving too. Why not?
Yes.
Get them on their way.
Further today. Your will, my lord.
Get some more of these guys going to replace them. Yeah, I would love to get some of this cavalry over to Theoden if I can.
As you wish.
Approaching quietly.
You know what, let me go ahead and save this, because I feel like these elves over here, they might be in trouble. Because if these guys go after them, actually, I don't know. Does Lothlordian have their turn before Dol Guldur? That's a good question. Abora Nox, hey Eric, love your camera frame. Thanks, I appreciate that. I'll be playing some Palia later today. Hope to have you there. I tried to switch up my setup here because I got a better light now, so you can see my face a lot more clearly. Here we go. Yeah, I think I'll just stick around here. I think these guys should be able to get out of the way because they get their turn before Dol Guldur.
Yes, my lord.
Not sure what I'm gonna do with these guys just yet. Might take it to this fort to save on some money. Yeah, let's do that.
We shall continue tomorrow.
I think that's about as much as I want to do this turn. Nice, gotta get ready for Elder Woods, woohoo. Yep, I'm looking forward to that too. Did that come out end of May, is that right? I can't remember when the Elder Woods expansion is due to release. And that reminds me, I gotta text my brother and see if when he's free to play some Palia. Supposed to do Return to Moria tonight too, but I may have to save that for tomorrow. Because today is just whizzing right by. Oh, what's going on here? Dale asking for assistance? I don't understand from what, honestly. There's nobody there. Oh, okay. Those guys. Alright. Alright, Erkenbrand's doing a pretty good job of helping our allies out. I'm glad to see Dale is starting to regain some territory again. Arbora Nox says the Elder Woods expansion starts Tuesday. Very nice. Oh, here comes Gundabad again. Alright, let's see how we're doing economically. Bregnos, where is this place again? Oh, all the way over there? Yeah, we might as well. I mean, what does this give us exactly? I think it gives us an attack bonus for our troops. Quality of swords and axes. Yeah, we might as well do that. It's not very expensive. Okay, so, because we took the ring to Imladris, we now have a decision to make. Carrying the ring is a heavy task. On the other hand, you are the only one capable to destroy it. Press accept if you wish to relinquish the one ring and let us hide it. Press decline if you believe you can take the ring deep into Mordor and cast it back into Mount Doom. Destroy it. If you press decline, you'll receive several resources from the Council to aid you in your quest and the gratitude of all good factions. If you press accept, there would be a small diplomatic penalty with every good faction, but you get rid of that cursed ring. I will definitely go for decline, because we want to destroy Mordor in one go. Unless you want to make the campaign more challenging and hide it. But I always go for this, because why not? We train some troops. So yep, we gotta go all the way to Mount Doom and destroy that blasted ring. And the good news is Gondor is in a pretty good place to bring the fight to Mordor, so if we're lucky, they may just end up taking Minas Morgul, invading Mordor, and then all we gotta do is just have one strong army to just plop itself right next to Mount Doom for a couple of turns. Yeah, it looks like Gondor is launching another attack. They're gonna try to retake this region. And our King's Purse gets expanded by another 500, so we now have 2,000 gold just coming from the King's Purse every turn. That's nice. And let's see what else we're getting here. There we go.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright. These guys don't look too bad, but I'd like to get Dale's help in getting rid of them.
My lord.
What about over here? This is the bigger concern. Yep, they're sending... Oh, wow. Oof.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, I'm gonna have to get over here then.
I'm gonna stick you.
Yeah, Dorwinian's forces look like they retreated or they got wiped out over here. I'm not sure. But It could look pretty bad over here, because now I really should have sent Éomer back over there when I had the chance.
Yes, my lord.
Not over here. Because now they're sending a huge army over there. And the numbers are clearly going to be against us.
People as if they were my own, friend. Your attention is an honor, noble ally.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do here. I think it's best that we just keep Theoden here for now.
Yes, my lord.
I will do my very best to get Éomer over there, but he's not going to get there on time at all, and I don't even have a boat over here. I could try.
With honor.
Nope, I can't recruit any boats over here. That really sucks. I think if I can just get military access from Dale, I can reach them.
To see you, my friend.
Yeah, let me demand military access, and I'll pay you a bunch of money for it. How's that? My light is so bright, I can't see my keyboard that well. There we go. Apparently that's very generous. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll give you 5,000. You could use the money, right? I want military access.
How could we
There we
with honor
go.
and
So now Éomer can get there. Very good, very good. Let's go ahead and put you... Actually, before we do this, let me just carefully consider who I'm going to put over here.
Yes.
Yeah, Éomer doesn't have that much room to work with. I guess I could send you over here and see what I can do. This could end up being a very costly battle, so unfortunately, Éomer could definitely deal with some heavy casualties. His troops have already taken some casualties all the way through these lands. Theoden's troops are still very fresh, so that's good.
Yes, my lord.
But I think I'll send these guys over here,
Honor.
just to make sure we get as much help as possible.
My lord.
Alright, keep a spy over here. Archangel, Eric is back at it, saving the world. Well, saving Middle-earth. Attempting to, anyways. I don't think I'll ever really get tired of this mod, because this is just such a great mod to play. I've already played so many factions on here. But I'm trying to do very hard difficulty for as many factions as possible. This is probably the 4th faction I'm playing so far that is on the very hard difficulty. And I don't think Rohan is too bad to play. It's pretty decent overall. But if you want a really challenging campaign, try to play the Woodland Elves up here. Like Thranduil and the Woodland Elves, that is one of the hardest factions to play. I did eventually win that campaign, but it took me an embarrassing amount of time to actually finish it.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, looks like the elves are rebounding a bit. Where are you guys going? I guess you're gonna try to retake Roscobel. Also, where did that Doomstack go? Where did Dol Gulduar's Doomstack go? Is it in hiding, or did they get pushed back by the elves? I don't know.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll start creeping my way up forward here.
Have a taste of my blade.
I could try to intercept these guys. It's possible that we can take them out. I need a lot more details about what's going on over here.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I don't think these guys would be too challenging with just cavalry alone. So I might take the chance, but I definitely need to get closer if I'm going to support the elves.
with honor.
Can you hide for me? Yep, perfect. Just hide for me. Might be able to ambush these guys if we're lucky. But I want to know where those orcs went. I don't know where they went. Nope. There was a Doomstack over here somewhere. It wasn't too much of a threat. But I don't know if they got completely obliterated or if they ran away or went into hiding. Alright, and the dwarves are doing a great job. Thank you, dwarves of Khazad-dûm, for rebounding and pushing Dol Gulduar further up north. So now just take the fight to Gundabad and kick their butts for me. Alright, what are we doing here? Hopefully everyone's having a great Mother's Day.
Yes, your order.
Kind of wish the weather was a little bit better where I'm at. It's just overcast conditions. Not the best weather.
By your command.
Yes.
But at least we're kind of over this dry spell, because April was probably one of the driest months I've ever seen in Florida in a long time. What am I doing here? Let's do crop rotation. How's that? Let's focus on farming. Rohan likes farming. And then... Ooh, there's no growth here at all. Let's try to fix that. Chicken farming. You can upgrade. See, the problem is all of these towns and cities constantly need construction queues. Let's see, an inn. Actually, if I build an inn, do I get another spy? I think I do. Plus, it's pretty cheap. Oh, Guard of the Golden Hall. I'll do that. And then... let's have you focus on building a militia garrison. And the Hornburg, let's do Hero Shrine. It's going to be a little expensive, but our troops get an extra 3 points in morale bonus, which is pretty phenomenal. Everyone else looks pretty good, except you guys need more projects. Anything on the cheap end I can work on. Now let's do an inn over here. And then over here. Might as well build this apothecary. Now going past turn 100, you'll definitely be dealing with some plague along the way, so it's always best to try to build these herbalists or apothecaries, because that'll at least lower the chances of your towns and cities coming under plague. Because once that happens, you really just can't move troops through that region whatsoever, unless you're looking to have that plague spread throughout your entire kingdom. So once you have a town or city that comes under plague, you basically just have to keep everybody quarantined. You can't move any troops through that town or through its borders. You just have to wait until the infection passes, and then you can start moving troops again. That's the annoying thing about having plague in this campaign. Quarantine could take a very long time to get through. Oh, I didn't want you to go that way, did I? Oh. Oh well. I'll have you go this way next turn. Gonna have you guys kind of sneak your way past here. We'll sneak through Gundabad's territory, and then see if we can somehow, by some miracle, reach Theoden up here. Alright, what about... Yes, Kair Andros falls in one more turn. Can I get a spy across here? I gotta know what's going on. Let's get some more cavalry here. We'll need these guys. Might be time for me to start sending these troops out again. Gondor looks like it could use our help.
Your orders, my lord.
It's a bit of a risk, but let me see what I can do here. Because if I plop my troops right over here, Gondor could help me out. But I swear if they retreat, I am going to be really, really ticked with them.
My lord.
Alright, Gondor, stay nearby. We could end up retaking this region. I really need more spies in this area. I think I've got one guy here. Yeah, let me take you... Oof. Actually, I need you to stay there for now. Oh, I got another spy here. You know what? You can move south. You can go this way. And then you can go this way. Help me out in Gondor. The Last Alliance.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
Ships ready.
My lord.
Alright, how bad is it going to be if we have to fight these guys? Oh no, they've got Melkor's Chosen now. I mean, just look how scary they are. Those are like mutant wargs right there. Yeah, this is definitely some of the scariest heavy cavalry in the game. They're very, very powerful. Hopefully Gondor will back me up, because if they don't... Well, can't really do anything. But still, I'm just going to be very upset if they don't help. Okay, let's see. Let's get you over here.
Honor. We're combining
Yep, we'll take this turn by... We'll take this by next turn. And then I'll give it to Gondor quickly. These guys are slowly making their way up. I might go ahead and besiege these guys over here, because I don't want these guys here anymore. Yeah, not a big deal. I think I'll send a bunch of infantry up there to deal with them. Some light cavalry.
Beginning the siege.
Yeah, And that will last for only 3 turns.
Your orders, my
In the meantime, let's go ahead and get some cavalry in here.
Yes.
The rest of you guys will just have to wait.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my
Oh,
lord.
I got 2 spies in here. How's culture looking? 51%. That's phenomenal. That's not too bad. I think I'll leave you guys there for at least 2 more turns. And then you need a project as well, so... Oof. Culture's at 71%. That's great. We'll do Marshall Stables. There we go. Alright. Next turn. Alright, assistance requested. Where is this? Alright, so it looks like Mordor decided to retreat instead of fight that battle. I would like to take them out in one go.
Glory.
Okay, so let's go ahead and ransack this place. We'll get about 9,000. Oh my lord, this is scary. Oh no. Poor Theoden. I have to retreat from that one. Oof, balance of power is looking pretty rough. At best, we can get about 35... Ooh, not even 3,500, I'm thinking. Fairly close, like between 34 to 3,500 troops we can get in the area. These guys can call upon 2, 4... nearly 8,000 orcs. Oh my gosh. We are heavily outnumbered here. I'm going to save this. I'm going to give it an old try. It won't be easy, but I still think it might be worth it. Yeah, you will not gonna... I will not let the AI control these guys. No way. And Dorwinion does not have the best troops for this situation, but let's look at their stats here. Now, these guys, these are new units of theirs, so this will be pretty tough to deal with. The rest of these guys, not so much. They have some trolls here too. Yeah, this is pretty bad. They got more of these guys as well. Oof. I'm not liking this. A lot of pointy spears. Plus, they're being led by a general. Alright, I'm going to give it an old try. Do my best. Oh, this may not end well. That's why we always save. I will attempt to give this an old-fashioned try.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, so skirmishers first thing. Let's get the skirmishers together. The heavy cavalry will keep together. And then Theoden. Actually, I think I'll keep Theoden next to these guys. And then our secondary general, yeah, you'll just stay here with the other boys.
The enemy have brought
Okay,
out
so the
more
enemy is showing up right next to us. Let's go ahead and get ready for that. Maybe Dorwinion just stay on defense for now, because we're going to be dealing with a lot of odds stacked against us. Okay, and these are our reinforcements, so I'm going to have you guys... Holy cow. Okay, that's a lot of bad news there. I'm going to have you guys set up over here. The rest of the heavy cavalry, I need you guys to meet up with Dorwinion over here. We're going to have to act very quickly on this battlefield. And you know what I'm going to do? Just go after these archers right now with Theoden's cavalry, because he can take them out very quickly. Alright, I say let's go over here and harass these guys with our skirmishers as best as we can. Also, I thought I told you guys to mobilize elsewhere. What are you doing? Yeah, get set up over here. Come on. Okay, Theoden, that was a good charge. Fall back, fall back. I'm going to pause this here. You guys go after the Stalkers. You guys can go after the Archers here. Same with you guys. I'm going to have Theoden retreat. We got to find a way to deal with those trolls. Actually, you guys can go after the Mirkwood swords. You guys can shoot these guys over here. Theoden's cavalry is extremely powerful, so that's why I always try to put him against the most vulnerable units, because his cavalry is the most powerful in the entire game. Unless we're dealing with maybe the Easterlings. Easterlings are pretty bad. Here we go. Alright, come on, guys. Shooting circle, shooting circle. Alright, I got some heavy cavalry here. I'm going to send in the Royal Guard. Their charge is pretty powerful as well. Only second to that of... Oh no, the game's crashing. No, of course you have to crash. Of course you have to crash. I gotta figure out what's going on here with this mod. I'm having more crashes than usual lately. Really annoying. I gotta get my phone, don't I? Yeah. Oh, goof. Gotta pull up my instructions again. Let's see. Control Win D is what I gotta do. And then I gotta go to Task Manager. It's the Control Win D that I keep forgetting. Alright, sorry guys, I gotta end this game here really quick and then reopen it after that's taken care of. Come on, why doesn't that work? Okay, there we go. Alright guys, bear with me here for a moment while I reopen the game. And I'm going to put a note in to get on Discord and try to figure out if anyone can help me with this issue, because now the game is crashing every single time I get on here, which it's never had that issue before. And for anyone who's never played this mod, don't be discouraged by the crashes, because honestly, it might just be something like a quick fix on my end. Because normally, this mod does not have as many crash issues. It used to be very rare for something like this to happen, but now it's just happening every single time I get on the game. There we go. Let's try this again. Coffee's cold. Yuck. At least it's Starbucks coffee. Alright, this is why we always save. Because no Total War game ever saves in the middle of a battle. I don't think that exists. Not even on the newer titles. Alright, let's try this again. Could also be the size of the battle too, because I know this mod, regardless of whichever kind of mod you play, if it's on an older game engine like this, the game is going to have a tendency to crash if it's dealing with a lot of troops at once. Alright, so I know they're coming from over here then. Get you guys set up and ready to go. Get you guys over here too. Keep all the heavy cavalry close by just in case.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Oh, dang. Yeah, get up there with the other boys. I know I've got EUR coming in soon. Oh no, I forgot to... Yep, I'm supposed to do that, darn it. I was supposed to get EUR coming in as reinforcements, not as an AI-controlled army.
There is no
Let's
glory
try this
in
again.
fighting like this, my lord.
I wish that feature was just off by default. Because most of the time, I don't want my additional troops coming in controlled by the AI. I'd rather just have them as reinforcements. So you gotta turn this off. Otherwise, the AI controls all of his troops, which is a horrible idea.
We attack!
I only really enable that feature if I am going to be outnumbered and I need every troop on the battlefield. Otherwise, if they come in as reinforcements, I'll only be able to control them if I lose an entire unit or if they retreat. I'll do this again. Got a lot of Discord notifications going on. I'm thinking that might be Frank. Alright, keep you guys over here. All ready to go.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Alright, I'm gonna get Theoden starting to charge up here. Get you guys settled around over here. EUR. Let's not mess around with you guys. Let's get you guys moving as quickly as possible. So start moving over here. Alright, I'm just gonna start charging right into these guys. No mercy. Like Lawrence of Arabia, no prisoners. There we go. Make you rue the day you came here. Alright, let's get Theoden out of there. Great charge, get you out of there. Don't stick around too long. Alright, I need you guys to hit these trolls. Come on, guys. Shooting circle, shooting circle. Come on. I'm going to start sending in my heavy cavalry over here. Get you guys lined up. Come on, guys. Line up, line up, line up. Get going. Is that Theoden? Oh, no. He's okay. That's him over there, though. Where are my Erkenbrand red shields? Yep. Yep, fall back. Guys, just... No, you're not listening again. You're going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. You're all going the wrong way. Of course you are. No, this way. This way. Oh, you... ridiculous shield maidens. Get up there! What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Alright, this is already going poorly. There's just no coordination here.
Defeat seems almost certain.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Now for wrath! Now for ruin!
If my cavalry wasn't so glitchy, things could be working a lot better. Alright, there you go. Killed a bunch of trolls on that charge. This is why you gotta have the Royal Guard. The Royal Guard has such a powerful charge that it even kills trolls. Nope, retreat, retreat, retreat. Don't stick around. Where's Eomer? Yep, I need you guys to move around. Get up here. We're losing a lot of troops unnecessarily. Oh my god, you guys just... Yeah, the problem with this shooting circle is that it's hard to get these guys to listen. No, you're going the wrong way again. You're doing it all over again. This way, this way. This way. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Go the right way. This shooting circle is the worst, honestly. I really shouldn't have bothered with the shooting circle. Losing a lot of troops here. We're not putting a big enough dent in the enemy. May have to restart this battle because this shooting circle really screwed me up. At least we killed off a lot of those trolls, though. I don't think there's any of them left. That's the only positive so far. Alright, I'm gonna have you guys come down. Hit these guys over here. I can only hope that Dorwinian's doing okay. Because this is not even the worst army to deal with. Still a lot more left.
Only half the enemy force remains. Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Alright, so the rest of these guys should be running away pretty soon, but I feel like we took a lot of ouchies there. A lot of this could have been avoided if I didn't put my troops in that silly shooting circle, because it really screwed things up for me. Normally it works out pretty well, but to get my cavalry to disengage from combat is hard if they're in that formation, because somehow they just start glitching uncontrollably. Okay, we still have Eomer's troops over here. So we're gonna have to come over here and help out Dorwinian, because I don't think they're having a great time. Better start getting these guys moving over here right away. Get Eomer over here too. Whatever mounted archers we have, start swinging over here. I'm gonna have to give Theoden a little bit of a break here, because, let me look at this really quick. I don't think the mounted archers took that big of a loss, but the heavy cavalry got hit pretty hard. Yeah, I'm pretty upset over that. Purely because the cavalry was just acting so glitchy. Alright, come on. Just go after them.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Alright, I'm gonna have you guys just form up on your own. Where's Eomer? Yep, I need Eomer to get up here and help out. We can hit these archers over here. Another enemy general is killed. That's good news. What I'm going to do is get my heavy cavalry. Oh, for God's sake, where is my heavy cavalry? What do I have over here? Yeah. I'm going to get my heavy cavalry lined up. We're going to start flanking their archers. Who is over here, then? Oh my gosh, where the heck did you guys come from? Yep, fall back, fall back. Where the heck did they come from? Alright, send my heavy cavalry after them. I need you guys to go over here and deal with them too. Alright, need you guys to start flanking these archers because they're causing a lot of damage. Come over here and just charge straight into them. Especially these Goldor archers. May have to start falling back a little bit. If we can stop these guys from hitting on their flank over here, we might be able to win this battle. We got a long ways to go, though. Okay, good. Now fall back. I need all of you guys to focus on those spears. There's another enemy general killed, so the command structure is definitely falling apart. Come on, guys. Get rid of those archers. Let's move it here. Alright, you guys, I'm going to need your help over here. I think Dorwinian's doing okay. Yep, get out of there, Eomer. Where's Theoden? Alright, so Theoden needs to start crashing into these archers. You can help him out. You go after these guys. I need you guys to go after these Mirkwood swords. Actually, yeah. Don't go after them. Go after them. Go after these guys. Let's just hit these archers from behind really quick. Alright, I'm going to get my heavy cavalry out of there. Just fall back completely. Actually, hit those archers first before you go. Okay, we got these archers on the run. That's good. They're routed. I don't know what the heck you're doing. Yeah, you guys are just constantly getting yourselves in trouble. Stop doing that. Yep, get out of there, guys. Fall back, fall back. Keep chasing them down. Don't charge into the spears, please.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
I need all... Wait a minute, what are you guys doing? Well, of course, you're not. You're glitching out again. You're just stuck, apparently. Let's go ahead and line you guys up. No, hit these guys. Hit these guys. Come on. Let's go ahead and hit these scouts from behind. No, don't hit the spears. Hit these guys. You guys did pretty okay. But I'm going to have you hit these archers next. I think Dorwinian might be... Ooh. Okay, maybe Dorwinian is not doing all that great. They're the only ones keeping them pinned down for now. We routed these guys. That's good news. Things are looking better. Where's my heavy cavalry? Yeah, hit these archers here and get rid of them. I need all of you guys to fall back, because now the spears are after us. Yeah, fall back, fall back, fall back. Get out of there. Fall back. Where's Eomer? Yep, Eomer, I need you to come back over here. Maybe you can start helping out these troops, inspire them a little bit. Yeah, come over here and help out. The only problem is these spears are preventing us from properly flanking these guys. And I don't have any more archers or skirmishers to deal with them. Except the shield maidens, but you're so heavily depleted I can't take a chance with you anymore. If I can get these spears pinned down against some infantry, then I can flank them from behind, which is an easy way to get rid of them. Very easy way to reduce their numbers. High paladins, okay, just stick by, guys. These guys are already running, see? Those spearmen are already on the run. We're gonna go ahead and again. We're not gonna stop here, keep hitting them. Crap, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Where's Theoden? I'm gonna have you charge from behind. Same with you guys. Let's just charge these guys from behind. If we can kill off enough of them, they'll start panicking. Because they don't have a general leading them right now. All their generals should have been killed. Aha, perfect. Okay, so if we give them an avenue of escape, they'll be routing in no time. Okay, we can turn this around. We can turn this around. Yep, they're routed. That's good. Now just break them down. Where's EUR? Yeah, go after these bodyguards. I think that might be their last proper general left. I don't know if he's killed off, but we can at least give it a go. Yeah, these guys are getting pretty winded and tired now. That's okay. Theoden, I want you over here. Yeah, let's get you guys out of there. Got too many spears over there now. I don't like that. Let's have you guys line up. We'll do a proper charge soon. Come on, EUR, get out of there. Don't die on me. Don't do something stupid like get yourself killed. If we win this battle, this will wipe out a good portion of Dol Guldur strength in the area. Alright, I better get you out of there. That was not good. Where is Dorwinion? Do they have any troops left? Where on earth is Dorwinion, honestly? Come on, guys, get out of there. Get out of there, get out of there. Don't stay behind, get out of there.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Alright. Where is their general's bodyguard? Okay, these guys are routed. That's good. But they're not sticking around anymore. These guys are still not routed. I'm gonna have you fall back. Fall back, and regroup. I'm losing a lot of heavy cavalry in this battle. Alright, let's hit these Mirkwood swords. Yeah, we're gonna win this battle. We're gonna win this. Alright, let's get you guys falling back. I think this battle could have been better on my end. Because, again, I'm not too happy with how much of my heavy cavalry took an impact here. But we'll see on the campaign map just how worthwhile everything was. Yeah, that general is still alive. Yeah, it's a mess over here now. I'm gonna get EUR up there to deal with those goblins. I still don't understand how their general is alive. He's got to be dead by now. Let me check here. He can't be alive still. That's not an enemy. That's our ally. So our ally's general is dead, which is bad. Why are they all coming up as enemies? Sutherland? What? So we only killed one Dol Guldur captain? Alright, something's wrong with the notifications. Something is wrong with the notifications. Losing a lot of cavalry trying to kill their general. It's getting really frustrating. Because he's still in this mess somewhere. Yep, fall back. I need to start breaking around somewhere over here. I'm going to send Theoden and EUR. Where's EUR? Yep, deal with those guys. Did we get rid of those accursed goblin striders? I think we did.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. press the attack.
Killed off 93% of their army. And yet their general is still alive. Alright, we'll just go ahead and collapse on them on this side over here.
Our men have captured the enemy
Alright,
general.
about time we killed their
Guard him
general.
well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Alright. Still got these annoying goblins over here. Let's help take them out.
Our cowardly foe runs.
Alright, so the rest from here, let's just clean up the mess. Make sure we kill off as many of these orcs as possible. That way they don't stand a better chance of regrouping after this battle. 99%. Alright, I think that's about the end of it there. So out of 52%, we brought it down to 39% for total losses. We lost... I figured that would be the worst we'd have to deal with, a little over 200 troops lost. But look at that kill count. Theoden's bodyguard killed, they inflicted 682 casualties, caught 338 prisoners. Okay, so he definitely topped the billboard here. And then a Royal Guard unit got 411 casualties inflicted. Captured a lot of prisoners. Another Royal Guard, 327, but 518 prisoners caught. Yeah, it's pretty good, honestly. Like I said, this should exhaust a lot of Dol Guldur manpower in the region. And our casualties are not too bad. But again, with Theoden's forces in the area, every soldier we lose is a bit of a problem. Because I can't get reinforcements to him that easily. Alright, Hagmar and Gundabad duking it out again.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, I'll have to do some merging here. They'll need a little bit of a break from that last battle. Orcs of Gundabad and Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. So, looks like Khazad-dûm could be giving Gundabad a bit of an issue. That's good.
Your orders, my lord.
I would fight for your
Alright, so Éomer and Theoden, let's go ahead and put you over here.
Your orders, my lord.
I think what I'm going to do is just start putting these guys together really quick.
There is no glory in hiding like this, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, his heavy cavalry took quite a punch, unfortunately. A lot of these units did. At least the shield maidens got out of here pretty well.
Your will, my lord.
I think I'll just keep it the way it is for now.
Your orders. Your orders, my lord.
Now the real question is, how many more troops are we going to be dealing with? Do they have anyone else that's on the way? I don't think so.
Marching quietly.
But let's just hope Dorwinian can send a lot more troops this way, because if we can take this region, that would be amazing. And then nothing happened over here, but I could trigger a battle if I wanted to. I think what I'll do is I'm going to stick around. Let me see here. What can I do?
Yes.
I want you guys to be right over here. So if he comes in and tries to attack him, I can help him. If he comes over here and tries to attack him, I can help him. Or if they both try to attack me, I think he should still be able to help me. I'm hoping. Should probably check on what else is coming in from the north. Alright, I am going to have to give Kyr Andros to Gondor really quick. So I have a diplomat nearby. I can sell it for a lot of money. There we go. Rohan 120. Save game. And the infrastructure in place here. I can destroy that. They don't really need that. They don't really need chicken farming. The rest of this they're probably going to need. Ooh, I can get some cavalry retrained here. Ugh. You know, it's a bit tricky. Maybe I should keep Kyr Andros, because it would be a pretty good place to rely on reinforcements from. Plus, whenever we need troops, we can always use that river crossing. I might keep it, honestly. But public order is horrible right now, so hopefully by next turn we can get it back up to where it needs to be. And where's my spy? Yep, I got you coming down, so what's going on up here? Any other orcs in the area I need to worry about? Anything at all? Oh my goodness, it's so tempting. I should go over there and help them. Maybe if I send just one unit of cavalry, just one. I could send maybe my general out there. Or I could send my riders of the fold. That's a possibility. And I might send you guys... you can stay where you are for now. Okay, I'm going to send this guy out to build a bunch of these watchtowers, because if Gundabad decides to make a move down here, I gotta know right away. I need to know what I'm dealing with. Alright, just head this way and build one more. Try to stay out of range of any incursions. They'll stay over there. Get you guys retrained. Keep taxes where it's currently at. Not looking too bad. I think, honestly, you guys are ready to dip out. 57% is pretty darn good for culture, so I might start sending you guys out. One more turn. One more turn. Stay there for one more. Things look like they could be really bad for Agmar over here. And it's not good on us, because if Gundabad continues to expand and get stronger, they're going to be extremely difficult to take down. I mean, I'd rather fight Agmar than Gundabad, honestly. Yeah, I might have to check on my allies to see how they're doing. Town is ready to upgrade. Already took care of that. Also, I gotta get my ring bearer on the move. I forgot about him already. Where is he? Alright, yep. So, this is our ring bearer. Generally loyal, bends the truth. But of course, because he possesses the ring, he gets 5 to authority, 3 to dread, 3 to command, 2 to public health, apparently. 5 to hit points, -1 to loyalty, and -3 to acumen. But he's got some really strong, yeah, he's got some really strong command points here. Corrupted by the One Ring. And of course, one of his retinue is Gollum. So Gollum contributes -1 to public happiness, +5 to movement points, and +1 to unrest. So Gollum's not very popular wherever he goes. Alright, let's get you moving. It's going to be a while before he can make his way down to Gondor, so it should give me some time to figure out just how quickly I can get a new army ready for him. Because I'll have to spend a lot of money on getting some troops.
Yes.
And we need these reinforcements badly, so I may have to send you... Actually, this infantry is really slowing us down, so I should get you guys out of here.
By your orders. As you wish.
Alright, so which direction should I send you in? Actually, who has the most movement points? That's what I'm curious about. -5 to movement. So if I take you out of the picture...
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
My lord. Your will, my lord. My lord.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
I might just send you instead. So if I send you this way... Yeah, because these reinforcements, they need to reach Theoden, and... Might just save more time if I go through here, maybe? Yeah, I think I'll just send you this way. That makes more sense.
We shall continue tomorrow.
You can pick up some mercenaries on the way. Let's get you moving. I don't think we really have to worry about Gundabad over here, but just to be on the safe side.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
No further today.
What about over here? What are we looking at? Are the elves over here?
Approaching.
Yes, they are actually, so I think we should help them.
Yes, my lord.
So I'm going to keep these guys nearby. I don't know what these guys are up to. They might be heading for this fort.
Your orders.
And then these dwarves, I need to send back for retraining, so just keep moving on your merry way. We got this place under control now, that's good news. And I think Dol Guldur is kind of leaving us alone here, that's the good news. Though at some point I need to start expanding westwards, because ideally what we could do is, if I can send my troops, ideally Theodred, if I could send Theodred and a bunch of troops and just keep expanding eastwards, we can capture these territories here, and then eventually we can link up with Dorwinian's borders, and then finally with Theoden and Theodred over here.
My lord. Yes, my lord.
But they did lose a lot of troops in that last battle, so we have to be very careful what we do with them next.
My lord.
If the elves besiege this area, I'll come over and help them out easily.
People as if they were my own, friend.
What have we got over here then? Oh yeah, we got some construction going on. I think I'll build irrigation here. Oh wait, what was that? A tomb. Might do a tomb here, because we get a lot of troops from the region, so... Let's see. Martial stables or an inn? I might do... let me think here. Ballista maker. There we go. Alright, and Edoras. Let's build a tomb here. We're kind of overdue for that. But I could also use some more cavalry from the region. So I'm going to go ahead and get more of these guys going. There we go. Looking pretty good. Got a lot of cavalry in queue.
Yes, my lord.
Also, I wonder if it's just the general that's not popular here. Nope. Cair Andros is just a very bad place in general. Too many unhappy people. I'm going to keep you nearby. We'll definitely see what Mordor is going to do here. And I think I'll keep Cair Andros for now. But we'll need to send some reinforcements their way, so I'll send you guys down here. Get you moving.
As you wish. We'll make camp here.
Yes, my lord.
Well, you guys. Oh yeah, you...
Yes.
Let me see. Could I have you take over for Eomen? Because Eomen's a fantastic general. Oh, he's not fantastic, apparently. But he does have a special ability I can use.
Yes, my lord.
Ooh, maybe not. You stick around as governor.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord. My lord.
Alright, culture's going to take a while to convert here. It's not too bad.
Your orders, my lord.
And I think I'm going to have to keep you nearby just for now. Because if the elves lose this region, that's bad news for us. In fact, maybe I'll do this instead. I'll send you guys back over here. Keep an eye on the elven territory. I'm going to start sending you eastwards. Because I want to continue with my plans of just marching eastwards and eventually link up with Theoden and Theodred. I'm going to go ahead and save this. I don't know where any of this is really going to go. There's a lot that could happen next turn. These guys have 2 more turns till they're forced to surrender. I am gonna have to start getting these troops moving soon. I can't just leave them all here. But if we start invading Gundabad's territory, it could be a very scary situation. I have no idea what to really expect from them.
I'm gonna stick you.
My lord.
And let's see. I'm just going to unveil the Fog of War to see what the dwarves are up to. Because who is actually the aggressor? I think it might be the dwarves that are the aggressors. And they're sending a lot of troops up this way, so they could give Gundabad a very difficult time. That's good news. So I'm going to leave my spy up here. Dale looks like it's gaining a lot of ground. They're giving Dol Guldur a very difficult time up here in the north. That's good to see. Because a long time ago, they were basically at the breaking point. They lost Esgaroth, the Woodland Realm was wiped out, and they were very close to taking their capital a number of times, but we helped them defend it, so now they're just bouncing back. Might go after these guys here, kill off that general, why not?
We shall engage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill off this general. This is the first time I've commanded Erkenbrand in battle since, like, the early game.
Attack!
It's probably been 50 turns or more since I've done anything with Erkenbrand on an actual battlefield. I've always done auto-resolve with him. Well, that's not fun. He gets to defend that huge hilltop, that huge cliff. That sucks. Maybe better come over here then. Better just get you guys over here. You gotta be kidding me. They're all the way up there. You gotta be joking me. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll come down from their mountaintop and attack us instead. How do you even get up here? I'm confused. How the heck do you even get up on this silly place? Like, is there any way to get up there? Now I can't even see where they went. This is ridiculous. You gotta be joking me. This is gonna take forever. We're literally climbing a mountain trying to go after these guys. Gotta be a better way to fight these guys. They're gonna be exhausted by the time they get up there. So where are they going? How are they able to get up there? Alright, so they have to climb up this way, I guess. They have to go all the way up here just to meet our enemy. That's insane. I don't think they have any ranged units, do they? They got some... I mean, these guys throw axes, but it's not like they can throw axes that far. These guys are going to be so exhausted by the time they get up there. I think Erkenbrand's just going to have to do all the fighting for the most part. Because he's the only one that's going to have any real stamina after climbing this mountain. I mean, these guys are already tired. And they're all mercenaries too, so... probably not what they signed up to do. There's a lot of mercenaries. Yeah, they're exhausted already. And meanwhile, Erkenbrand and his cavalry, they're like totally fresh, still ready for battle. Get you guys into position. He's got a ranged unit, so I know that he can take these guys out rather quickly. Yeah, he's got the red shields of Erkenbrand, so these are one of the best mounted units, mounted archers in the entire game. Plus, they're also great in close combat, so they're not to be trifled with. Alright, let's have you fall back. These guys are still trying to show up. I'm gonna have to give them like 10 minutes. I'll probably have to give them like, realistically, 5 actual minutes to rest. If at all possible. Yeah, they're not gonna be ready to actually fight. They're gonna be at a huge disadvantage if they have to fight right away once they get up there. Trying to keep my posture correct because I always feel like my posture is off when I look at my recordings. Alright, do not let them get close enough to throw those axes, because they are pretty devastating. Alright, come on, guys. They're coming down on us hard over here. What I need to do is try to kill off this general. This is the whole reason why I'm going after them. Uh-oh. Might have to recharge.
We will smash the enemy.
Alright, pull back, Erkenbrand. We'll send in the spearmen to hold them in place. Alright, don't throw those javelins. You might hit our general.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Our army is tiring. Never again! My people fall into enemy hands!
Alright, come on, let's kill this general.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops, the enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Alright, don't let these bodyguards get away. I don't care if they run away. Just the general I want to wipe out.
This is a clear victory.
Perfect. Okay, so... lost a few more men than I thought I would, but I wasn't expecting to fight on the side of a mountain. But at least that's another general killed. One less general to deal with in the future. And I think I'll send Erkenbrand back over here. This siege will just have to continue for now.
Your order. Yes, my lord.
Ideally, I'd like to send my troops out. I mean, honestly, it's kind of tempting, but I could send Eomer out here to finish these guys off and capture this place, but I don't think we'd actually be able to hold it. That's the only issue. If I capture it, I'll have to give it away to somebody.
I'm gonna stick you.
Plus, I don't think it's a good idea to go after these guys now, because the casualties we took from the last battle were pretty heavy on some of our units. Alright, what does Enidwaith want? Okay, nothing? Alright then. Alright, looks like Agmar was able to defend that region. That's good news. At least they can hold on to it for now. We'll build the Pole Turners Guild. Enidwaith expands. Okay, so if they're expanding, then there's really not a whole lot of... Oh, they're at war with the Dunedain now. Darn it, that's not good. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, come on, really? How many troops did we lose here? Okay, nobody was harmed in the disaster. That's good. But realistically, we may not be able to keep this place, because honestly, we have a full garrison in here, and it's not enough to keep these guys under control. Even a meeting hall. I really need this, but that's barely going to help. And it'll take 5 turns to get done. May have to give this to Gondor, honestly, because I don't want to deal with rioting here, completely killing my troops. Oh, dang. Cirith Ungol reached... Okay, so Mordor still has a ton of troops in the area. That's pretty bad. Yeah, there's definitely... Okay, so we're definitely hitting a bit of an impasse here. Because Mordor has a ton of troops in the area. Gondor still has a decent amount of strength, but... I wonder what they're doing with all these guys. Yeah, they're sending more troops down south, too. I definitely want to help them take this region back. And then I'll have to check on Enidwaith, because Enidwaith going to war against the Dunedain is very bad news. Because the Dunedain will not be able to hold off against that. They were already struggling as it was against the Dwarves and against Ar-Ardenheim. No, not Ar-Ardenheim, Agmar. But, if the... Let me see. Okay, so Eredlun is at war with the Dwarves as well, so it could be pretty mixed here. At least they're not working together. But this is pretty much the Wild West of Middle-earth right now, because you got the Dwarves, the Dunedain, and Enidwaith all trying to fight and kill each other. And I'm very worried about how quickly Enidwaith is going to gobble up this territory, because, again, they could be competing with us for final victory. Yeah, let me just count these regions, because our victory conditions state that we need to eliminate the Dunlendings, Mordor, and Isengard. We've already eliminated the Dunlendings and Isengard. There's only Mordor left, which won't be that bad once we throw the ring in there, because that'll destroy them automatically. And on top of that, we need to hold 50 regions, including Barad-dûr, which we don't have. So we only hold 23 regions right now. Enidwaith, however, has expanded rather quickly, so they hold... I'm trying to do a count here. They hold 1, 2, 3, 4... This will likely be 4, 5, 6... Did I count that right? 1, 2... This will likely be another one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's right so far. 6. And then down here will be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I guess it's not too bad if they gobble up the Dunedain, because they'll still be behind. I would hate to see the Dunedain falter, but at the same time, I can't afford to get mixed up in that war. If they go to war against Gondor, again, that's going to be a different story entirely.
Yes, my lord.
I might just wipe out these guys this turn and not deal with them. We have plenty of strength to oppose them. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these troops in here.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Let's build some more watchtowers, just to be on the safe side.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Actually, let me reload that one again. Because I don't want him being governor. Yeah, there we go. Yep, build that, build that. So things down here could be looking a bit tricky. I think I'll go ahead and negotiate giving Cair Andros over to Gondor. But I'll do it for a lot of money. Because trying to hold it may not be in our best interest if we have to deal with rioting. It could be forever before that place comes under control. And in the meantime, we'll have to defend it against Mordor as well, so I think I'll just give it over to Gondor.
Your orders.
But I'll make that... Yeah, let me save it for the end of the turn first. I'll save that for very last.
Your orders.
Alright, this place surrenders in 6 turns.
My lord.
And does Dorwinion have any other troops in the area they're planning to send out? Yeah, because I really need to see Dorwinion being a lot more aggressive. I know they're not that strong, but send some more troops out here, because we had to face a pretty big battle here. And it's going to take me forever to get reinforcements up there. Looks like Dol Guldur could be heading for Mornithel over here. That's bad news. But Erebor is pretty close to wiping out the Easterlings. They got a huge army here ready to take Bur or Monarchus. So if they take this region from the Easterlings will only have one, just their capital left over here, and that's it. And then Erebor can end up taking the war against Dol Guldur, which would be great news for us. If they can bring the war against Dol Guldur, that's going to help us out tremendously. Because things are getting a little tight over here trying to help out Dorwinion. And I don't know how exactly we're going to be able to recover from our recent casualties. Could be up to these guys to start making progress for us.
Yes.
In the meantime, I'm going to send you guys up here to help the elves. Keep you guys close by. Yep, send you back. I think I have to send you all the way back to the Hornburg. There's no other place I can send you.
Yes, my lord.
You will head eastwards. You guys will continue heading down this way. Come on, keep going.
We shall continue
We'll pick up some mercenaries too.
Your will, my lord.
Now, how exactly are we going to get through all this territory? I have no idea. I think I had a spy nearby. Yeah, let me just send you up over here. I think I'll just keep sending you guys forward. And I need to get Theodred out of here. How bad would it be if I send him out? Public order takes a huge, huge dip.
Your orders, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
I mean, who would be a better governor?
Yes, my lord.
God, none of these guys are good governors.
Yes, my lord.
Orders.
Your orders, my lord.
They're all pretty terrible.
Yes, your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
This one is still the best one.
Forces.
And this won't be done for one more turn. It's crippling that I can't send Theodred out because of public order.
Your orders.
Alright, so you guys will just have to leave this army. I'll have to give you all the cavalry that I can spare. Because we'll need to keep infantry behind just to defend this place. But I'll give you a catapult to help out. Let's make this arrangement happen. So, Helm's Hammers will stay behind. The Axemen will stay behind. You guys, let's see here. I think we have a decent amount of skirmishers. I'll leave the guard of the caves. Yeah, I'll leave you guys behind, just to be on the safe side. We'll keep you guys intact, because we need enough infantry here.
Your will, my lord.
And then, what about heavy cavalry? I can send you guys out. And the Riddermark cavalry, too. That's good. So then we've got some skirmishers here. A lot of mounted archers. You know, I might leave the lancers behind. Because you guys... Oh, you got the Royal Guard. Yes, that'll be helpful. Let's send you out. And then I'm going to push up towards... Whew, hard to say which one to go after. I could try to push for Dolgador itself and take it back. But to actually hold it would be a huge, huge problem. I think I'll just send you guys out to build some towers for now.
As you wish. Erecting a watchtower. By your command.
There we go.
My lord.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Orders.
And to make sure this place has
My lord.
plenty of troops to defend it,
My lord.
I'll leave these sellswords behind.
Your will, my lord. Aye, lord. My lord. Orders.
I might give you guys more guard of the caves.
My lord. Your will, my lord.
Yeah, let's leave the helm hammers behind. All of these guys too.
My lord. My lord.
It's the cavalry that really needs to get moving.
Your will, my lord. Orders.
Yeah, I'll leave you guys behind.
Your will, my lord.
And I'll leave behind another catapult too. There we go. Keep you guys right over here.
Yes, my lord.
And you guys will stay behind, defend this region.
Your orders, my lord.
Have a taste of my blade.
And before I continue here, let me just save this. I'm going to go ahead and help you besiege this area.
Battle. We shall prevail. Yes,
I want to make sure you can take this region and actually hold it.
my lord.
What about you guys? Yep, head up towards the Drakarn.
Command.
We've
Yes, my
got enough cavalry here to get moving. I'm going to send you guys out too. In fact, I think I'll send all of this cavalry to join these guys over here. Let me think about this one. Yeah. Let's have you join Theoden and Eomer in the far east.
Your orders, my lord.
I'm going to send you out this way to help out. We don't really need that many troops here anymore, because we don't have to worry about Dolgador sneaking in through here across the Pillar of Kings. I can send you guys out too to help out.
We can go no. Your will, my lord.
Get our cavalry moving over here. Gondor, stop getting in my way.
Yes, my lord.
There we go. Let's save this before we sell Cair Andros over to Gondor. I'm going to get this whole army on the move.
My lord.
It's probably best that I leave the infantry behind. Yeah, because the infantry is not going to be a whole lot of use for me, and I need high mobility in this area to help out. So I'll leave you guys behind for sure.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
And then I'll send all of this cavalry out to support us. Let me see here. Yeah, because I don't want Gondor to lose East Osgiliath. That would be very bad news. So I'll send you guys out over here.
I am.
Your orders, my lord. Yes.
And I'll talk to Gondor about giving them back Cair Andros. And they have tons of money, so they'll pay pretty much anything for this.
This seems quite reasonable.
There we go, perfect. So we got lots of money to work with. So before we end this turn, let me just see if there's any other construction projects to focus on. I think we're good over here. And I think I better start beefing up our reserves, because war against Enedwaith could be likely in the near future. Yeah, all the troops that I'm prepping here now, we're just going to keep in garrisons.
Yes.
And you are going to start building some watchtowers, because now I got to be wary of what the enemy's up to.
Tower will keep vigil over the lands. Yes.
Your orders.
Alright, keep a diplomat near Enedwaith at all times. And we'll just start recruiting some more troops here in the meantime. We'll put you all in this fort when the time comes. Still got plenty of reserves up here, worst case scenario. I don't think we have to worry about any threats coming from the north anymore. Yeah, we'll build a catapult maker here. That'll be useful. Got lots of cavalry here. I'm going to start putting you guys up in this fort over here. Actually, no. We'll wait till we get some cavalry here again. I think I can get some more, yep, Riders of the Fold. Let's get these guys going. Perfect.
Your orders, my lord.
Let's put you...
With honor. This tower will keep vigil over the lands. Yes.
build another one here, and then join up with these guys over here.
We're combining forces.
Yes, my lord. My lord. Your orders, my lord. Orders.
Alright, just to make sure, I'm going to send some cavalry over here to help you guys out.
Merging armies, my lord.
And where is culture with you guys? 62%? Yep, I think that's high enough. Can I get any more troops retrained? Nope, not at the moment. That's okay. But let me go ahead and get these agents out of here. We're going to send one this direction, and another one in this direction. Alright, I want to send you back south. Keep an eye on Gundabad over there.
My lord.
Might try to negotiate a truce with these guys, but I highly doubt they'll accept any sort of truce.
As you wish.
Unless I pay them, which is not what I want to do at all. Alright, I need to wait until I can get a spy to tell me what's going on up here. I may have to send you back, help clear the way.
Tomorrow's journey plan, my lord.
Keep you over here, because I gotta know what the enemy's up to.
Yes, my lord. Impossible.
Yep, Dulgador still has a lot of troops there. So we'll have to keep a careful eye on this forest.
Approaching. Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Alright, let's end this turn. You still need to keep moving. I'll get a brand new army set up for you soon, hopefully. I may just have to wait until I see that there's a clear opportunity for me to get into Mordor, because Gondor... Best case scenario, if Gondor can actually start winning against Mordor, it'll take time for them to actually breach Minas Morgul. Alright, looks like these guys are sallying forth. Let's go ahead and help them out here. Almost at the 2-hour mark, not bad. Yeah, Dorwinion lost a lot of its troops in that last battle. Yeah, if they want to sally forth, we'll make sure that general gets killed right away. Oh, actually, it could be Dorwinion attacking. Yeah, I think it's Dorwinion trying to attack them. In that case, I don't know how useful I'm going to be here, because we're just... A lot of my units are... Some of my units are pretty well depleted. These guys here, I'll have to merge with somebody. Oh, these guys got really depleted. He lost half his bodyguard. I think I'll just send Theodred over, because... No, sorry, Theoden, not Theodred. Theoden over, because, There's not much else I can really do over here. Alright, I'm going to send Theoden's cavalry this way. That is really bright. Where is Theoden? Should be coming in any moment. Stay away from those towers. They're going to shoot you pretty badly. I don't know why Dorwinian wants to attack. It's like, I'm not sending in my cavalry like that. Try to breach a stone fortification? That's a nightmare.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Alright, I'll start sending in my boys.
Now for our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls, but the battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours. The enemy are badly bloodied.
There we go.
They've lost half their
Got those
men.
guys running. Might get a screenshot of this. Pretty interesting, Dorwinian and Rohan working together. Very nice. So now they just have the Mirkwood bodyguards here. We're going to go ahead and charge these guys from behind, get rid of them quickly.
Our men are in command of the castle.
The High Paladins look pretty boss over here. I do love this new armor design. Plus, the Regent Spear Guard looks amazing. And this is the Regent Bow Guard. Yeah, I'll have to look up on the Discord channel who redesigned these guys because their armor just looks so sick. I just love how it looks. It's so much shinier and all around. It just kind of reminds me of the Spanish conquistadors. It's a great look on them. Now we're just missing some some muskets. Okay, what are we doing here? Alright, I'll help you out over here. Take this.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Yeah, their general's taking a while to kill off. Oh, who the heck is shooting us? Where did that come from?
Good tidings. The enemy. This is a clear victory.
How did Theoden lose a bunch of guys there? What happened there? Okay, Dorwinian's sending in some more troops. That helps out. And what about over here? The elves want to attack this fortification. I might just not help them with this, because again, I don't think my cavalry is going to be all that great in this scenario. Oh, so this is where their Doomstack went, so they're completely exhausted. Yeah, I think I'll let you guys deal with it. I don't need to waste my cavalry on that. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with Enedwaith. But until I can get some more reassuring signs about Gondor and Mordor, I can't really send any troops to start a war over there. Oof, these guys are getting hurt. Alright, Rohan's got to come in and save the day. Come on, dang it. Gondor, are you actually sending decent troops? What are you doing? Alright, I think Gondor decided to retreat from that. So that means we could be in trouble. Looks like they might be encircling us. That's not good. Some more setbacks, unfortunately. I think we might be in big trouble here.
The enemy attacks from our blind side. The cowards
Alright, I don't feel like attacking these guys right now, so I'm gonna fall back.
Glory, honor, victory.
Oh, these guys are so cheeky.
Our courage
Why are
and
they sending them
honor
down here like
conquered.
this? They clearly don't have the strength to do anything. I'll deal with you soon.
The enemy lays siege to our people.
Oh, they're attacking us already? You gotta be joking me. You gotta be joking me. They're already attacking us? Jeez. I'm not gonna be able to win this one, am I? I can't retreat. I didn't know they had siege equipment. That sucks. Alright. Also, let me try to go back that previous turn there, because I'm a little concerned about our forces. You know what? I'll just deal with it. I'll just deal with it. Let me fight it. Do they really have to drag us into this fight right now? I knew I should have sent them more troops. Why didn't I do that?
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
Alright, so we got a pretty high hilltop to defend here. Nowhere near enough infantry to hold them back. I can't deploy them anywhere outside of this silly hill. How am I gonna get... What am I gonna do here? Seriously. I'm so annoyed that I didn't leave more troops here. That was stupid of me. Alright, the best I can do is just try to get all of my cavalry down here as quickly as possible. Alright, let's start this. I'm gonna get my cavalry down here right away. Because they're on the other side over here, so it's gonna take them a while to get up there. Yeah, a long time to get up there. In fact, what I might do is I'll keep my heavy cavalry here. We can charge downhill from here. That'll be a very powerful charge. It's the skirmishers and archers that I need to send around. They got this cavalry over here too to deal with. That won't be fun. Let's get you guys moving. Come on. Need you to get in range. They got a long ways to march. I'm going to send these skirmishers against these black shields over here. That's our best chance of taking those guys down. Alright, archers are doing fairly well so far. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That damn ballista. Alright, let's get you guys falling back a bit. Come on, guys. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back. Come on. Alright, we're taking out a good part of their cavalry. Inflicting casualties. Where is that silly ballista we have to worry about? Why are you guys not retreating? Retreat, retreat, retreat. Alright, I think we took out about half of their cavalry, maybe close. But those guys, I think they come up over here, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, let's get you guys back up the hill. Keep taking out those warg riders. Yeah, they just seem to be stuck there for now. I don't know what they're doing. Where are the rest of you guys going? There's only one way up here. Oh, yeah. Where are you going? Go this way. Alright, let's fall back. Get up the hill. Get up the hill. Up the hill, up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. Yeah, we took out these warg riders. That's good. I think we can win this, honestly. We're inflicting a lot of... Oh no, they still got a bunch of warg riders there. Cut them off. We're gonna send you guys down for another suicide charge. Where are my riders of the fold? Yeah, I need you guys to head over here and deal with these Black Shield warriors. Yep, get back up the hill. Alright, and this is their heavy infantry. That's gonna be one of the hardest to deal with. Alright, my riders of the fold. There's no chance you can get up that hill, I don't think. We gotta get you all back up the hill to regroup. I need you all back up here. Alright, that was pretty good. Let's get you back up the hill. No, get back up. No, up this way, up this way. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Listen. Get up this way. How many more troops do they have? What the heck?
The enemy is no longer in command of the fort.
Actually, no. Don't go up against those spears. Alright, better send you guys back. Yeah, we're not inflicting enough casualties, and we've lost a lot of cavalry at this point. Alright, we eliminated those guys. Son of a gun, that did not work out well. And they're just going straight for... They're going straight for my square over here. They're just completely ignoring my infantry. Can't get these guys to break through. Because they got the high ground. Better send you back and get your regrouping. I should have sent more troops over here. That was stupid of me. If I had, like, at least a few more infantry, this battle would not be a problem. I don't know why I stupidly left such a small garrison here. I didn't realize these guys were going to be this strong. Can't get these guys to break through worth a darn. And now they're getting surrounded by the Hellbirds. Yeah, just retreat down the dang hill. Get the heck out of there.
Only half our force remains.
Man, this is infuriating. Yeah, kill this Warg Avenger. This guy's driving me nuts. I don't have enough strength to fight these guys off. I really don't. If I had maybe some more heavy cavalry, this would lean more in our favor, but we're just completely struggling now. And they still have more troops over here. We're not going to win this. Come on, guys. Get out of there. Get out of there. Might be able to salvage this if I can get you guys coordinated.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Alright, I'm going to send you guys up against that annoying-ass ballista. Take these guys out. I think we got rid of those snow orc raiders, right? They still have these black shield warriors? What the heck? How many more guys do they have left? This was supposed to be a small-ass army. Enemy general fallen. Okay, that's good. We might be able to salvage this. I don't care if we have to deal with super heavy casualties. I just want these guys out of my life.
Our army is tired.
At least the infantry is holding together.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Alright, if we can turn this around here, deplete this mountain guard, keep the infantry intact, I still think we can win this. Yep, we did it. There we go. Let's get the infantry organized again. There we go. Come on, just kill this guy already.
Our men have slain the enemy.
Finally.
Without him,
Alright, their actual general has been killed. Hooray. Alright, with their actual general killed, a lot of these guys should be on the run soon. Alright, did we deal with them?
enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Alright, perfect. So we did win this battle. Very close victory. Pretty much got all of our cavalry annihilated, unfortunately. I doubt we'll be able to recover any casualties from this. Alright, that'll be enough right there.
Our foe is utterly
Yeah, I don't think we
vanquished.
recovered any of our
All who remember
casualties.
this day, remember it.
Oy, oy, oy. Alright, so we eliminated a good to bad general there. Paid a very heavy price for that. In the future, get a crap load of infantry in there, because I can't take another battle like that.
As you wish.
Marriage celebrations, nice. Recruitment report. Got a ton of new riders and infantry to go. I'll have to get some more troops going here. I don't think we can really rely on that light cavalry moving forward. These guys will have to go back for retraining because we lost a shit ton in that battle. So I think I'll send you back over here. See if I can get any of you retrained here. Yeah, I can get you guys retrained. Yeah, same with you guys. Alright, and I'm going to send this whole army back over to Asul. The Airling Spearmen, I don't think I can get you retrained here. Not yet. And taxes are already high. Let's see. And I've already had my eyes set on sending some of this cavalry, some of these new units to this fort just in case. Yeah, we better get the Mira staples here. I'm going to keep you guys here in reserve to prep for a war against Enedwaith. I might start sending you guys away too at some point. Cavalry, let's start sending you guys... How much free upkeep do we get here? 2 from there, and 4 from the military garrison, so you can actually house 6 altogether. Might as well start getting this heavy cavalry over there. I might delete this unit eventually. Get some more troops going here too. And can we get... Yep, we can get more of these guys and more Guard of the Caves, because I love these Dwarven units. Alright, you can start construction on a Royal Hall. I think you have a bunch of new troops ready for me. Yep, you do. Let's start sending you to Gondor.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, you'll just keep heading east.
Your order.
And you'll meet up with him over here. Okay, so Gondor looks like it's just going to hold its ground for now. We could be in trouble over here. Oh my gosh, we are in severe trouble. I can't even get myself out of this scenario. Ooh. How on earth am I going to get out of here? I think my only choice is to break out. I'm kind of looking at a I'm kind of looking at a Stalingrad situation here. My only hope is to break through these guys. If I can break through these guys, then I can have a clear way back west. So I think I'm going to have to pull that maneuver instead. But before I do that, let me see what's going on over here. Yeah, Darwinian holds this territory. We're going to have to merge these troops together. Start planning for our next move against Carvarad. I want you to head in this direction. Burst southeast, I think, would make an ideal target to go for. You need to move ahead and kind of tell me what's over here. Yeah, I think I'll send you guys down here instead.
By your command, we can orders. Your will, my lord. I'm gonna stick you, my lord.
Okay. And I think I'm going to keep moving you guys forward.
Orders.
I could try to send one of my generals out here to deal with these guys, because that doesn't look too bad, and then he can just keep moving to southeast over here. The elves hold this region. They didn't really need our help there, so that's good. So now I can start sending my spies deeper into the interior.
Your orders, my lord.
I'm going to send my army... Might just take Dolgador for myself eventually. But I definitely need to know what's going on over here, because I have no intel about any troop movements. Yeah, they got these guys over here too. So those guys are going to be popping out of nowhere. I think we should just head for this place now, because I don't want to delay myself having to fight these guys. So let's just head in this direction now. I might see if I can hide over here really quick. That might be a possibility. Yeah, we'll just keep moving.
By your command,
Build that for me.
erecting a watchtower.
We're going to deal with those guys soon enough. Okay, so out of all the major theaters here... Yeah, we have plenty of strength in the area. The cavalry will need some time to recover. In the meantime, I could start sending some more of these troops up north. And we don't really need this spy here anymore, so I'm thinking what I'll do... A-Train 101, cool to see you on cam. Thanks, buddy, appreciate that. Figured I'd show my face by now. Gotta fix my posture, because I don't like the way I look in the recordings. Okay, I'm gonna send you up here.
My lord.
You need to keep a very careful eye on Gundabad, because, yeah, I don't know why the elves aren't doing more. Like, they're just letting the enemy slip through this territory, and they have more than enough troops to stop them.
Noble ally. I would fight for your people as if they
Also,
were my
how does
own.
the AI get access to the Region Avengers if they don't hold Ost and Ethel? I thought they had to have that in order to get those troops. Same with these guys, too. Because as far as I know, I hold Ost and Ethel, not them.
Your will, my lord.
I think I might send these shield maidens. Yeah, we'll leave you there for now. More heavy cavalry would be ideal. Definitely some more skirmishers if we're going to take the war to Gundabad. And then you guys, I'm going to send down here so you can start crossing that river.
Ships ready.
Like I said, we'll keep Elfine's army over here, because there's really not much I can do at the moment. Minas Morgul is heavily defended, and I don't think Gondor can make any more moves. Unless they risk losing East Osgiliath.
Yes, my lord.
And I'm going to go ahead and try to break out of this, this encirclement I find myself in.
As you command.
Yeah, this will be our only chance to break out. It doesn't look too bad. They have some spears here, some halberds to deal with. But their lack of archers means I can pretty much do whatever I want. I can just go around their flanks and hit them with all my skirmishers.
Muster your courage.
I'm going to go ahead and see if I can just take out these guys quickly, and then we'll retreat back west as quickly as possible.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
Alright, let's keep you guys in one big group. Same with you guys, one big group. Erkenbrand. I'm going to have you with the skirmishers, because I think you make a pretty good combination. And the heavy cavalry we're going to keep out of this until we know the spears and the wargs are no longer a threat. There you go. Alright, very nice. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this. I want you guys in the middle, you guys over here. So I'm gonna do this instead. Let's go ahead and get you guys all over here. You guys are gonna cover their left side over here. Take that elevated position. And the skirmishers, I gotta figure out how we can hit those warg riders. I think I'll send my... Nah, I think I'll just keep you guys in the center for now. We got more than enough mounted archers to inflict quite a few casualties on them. Oh, these cataphracts, darn it. Yeah, I'll have to send in my red shields to deal with them. Completely overlooked these guys. They are extremely, extremely dangerous. I think what I'll have to do is just distract them with the archers to the best of my ability. And then I can swing in with my skirmishers and try to hit them too. Okay, let's do this in order. Riders of the airfold, I want you to hit these spears as hard as you can. Same with you guys. Go after the spears, just deplete those numbers for me. Because those are the bigger threats. The warg riders, I'll just have to kind of swing these guys around and try to hit them as best as I can. But the cataphracts, they're going to take some time to bring down. Alright, we got one down. Maybe two. We got two down. Oh, we get more down. There we go. There we go. The problem is their speed. These guys can just get themselves out of any situation with a ridiculous amount of speed, and I don't know why they were made to be so fast. Alright, pause. Make sure you guys are actually following these buggers, because I need these spears eliminated. And what about you guys? Yep, you guys need to come around and hit these guys too. I want you guys to start hitting these pikemen. I think we might be able to take out these cataphracts quickly, but we gotta catch up to them. No exceptions here. Take them out. Alright, come on. Throw those spears. Come on. Gotta be good for something. I want these guys completely gone. Come on, catch up to them. Catch up to them. Don't let me down. Ah, crap. Now they're charging after them, aren't they? Come on. Get up there and throw those javelins. Stop running away. Wrong target as usual. Hit these guys. You just wasted a whole volley. We could have wiped them out. Why do you keep doing that? Alright, one more. Come on. There's only one more bugger left. We can get him. Especially if these guys can stop running away. Actually hit the right target. I'm wasting a lot of arrows on these cataphracts. That's the real crime here. We could be killing a lot more of these spears. Instead, I'm wasting time on this one cataphract. I think we killed him off. I think he's dead. Alright, I am completely out of arrows here, so you guys gotta group up over here. Oh boy, I'm completely out of arrows, except you guys. Oh yeah, perfect. We still got a decent amount left. Let's get you guys lined up over here. No more shooting, get lined up over there. In the meantime, try to take out as many of these guys as I can. We're not in a bad place. We've taken out the cataphracts. The wargs are reduced to just 2 left. I'm gonna get you guys over here. Maybe keep you hidden. Now we can start bringing in the heavy cavalry. I'm gonna start taking this height over here really quick. In fact, I might entice in... Yeah, let's have you just set up over there. I think they might come over this way. Let's get you guys out of the picture, because you're all out of ammo. Same with you guys. Except you. I might send you down and deal with these guys here. Alright, take out these spears. Go after these halberds. Go after these pikemen. Let's try to reduce these numbers as best we can. And then I'm going to send my riders at the Aeofil down here. We're going to hit this captain and kill him. Let's get you guys organized over here too. We'll just start harassing them from behind. Yeah, because they don't have any real archers left. No archers at all, actually. Alright, almost got the captain killed. Oh, yep, just retreat. Get out of there.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Alright, let's get you guys out of there then. They're sending in the halberds first, unfortunately. Alright, so this next phase is going to be a little tricky. They still have a lot of halberds and pikes left. I think I'll just go ahead and hit these urduks over here. Yep, keep going after these guys. I'm going to hit these guys over here next. Alright, hit these guys over here. What I'm going to do is this. Okay, we're going to get all of our boys lined up for a big charge. We'll just have to swarm the spearmen from all sides. That's the only way we'll be able to quickly knock them out. So I'm going to get all these guys ready for a big charge. Same with you guys. Get ready to start flanking them. I'm going to get you guys moving over here. This is going to be tricky. I think what I'll do is this. I'm going to send you guys down to deal with this. You guys, when you charge down... Yeah, it wouldn't be wise to send both of my generals down. That would be suicidal. And send you guys down to deal with them. And then you guys will help out over here. You guys will deal with them. And these guys over here. And then you guys are going to swarm on these pikemen and get rid of them. Alright, and then the generals, I'm going to send you guys down over here.
seems to be swinging in our favor. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Alright, that was good. Let's get you guys out of there. Fall back, fall back. That was a good charge. Get out of there. Yeah, we're gonna lose some cavalry over there. That's understandable. Alright. Breaking formation. Let's hit them again. Everything we got this time. We should be able to get these guys routed pretty soon. Perfect. It's the only way to really deal with spears if you have nothing else to truly counter them. Just completely swarm them with cavalry on all sides and they'll start panicking. Only really works if their general's been killed, so...
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Alright, with that battle won, we should be able to break out of this. Thank God we had at least one way to break out. And casualties aren't too bad, only 7%. Lost 65 troops here. Alright, hopefully this will be enough for us to break out. Yep, perfect. Let's send you back this way. I can at least put you in this fort to save on some upkeep. And I'm going to start sending you guys back. Actually, I'll hold off on that. We got more troops coming down here.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Okay. And then... I think that's about it here.
Yes.
Dale should be fine up here. I don't think Dale has too much to worry about in the far north. But I don't know where else Dale is going to make progress. I mean, if they can take Emin Nufuin, that'll be amazing, but... At best, if they can just hold on to Onozanar and Thranduil's halls, that'll be amazing. I don't think they really need our help up here, so I'm sending Erkenbrand back down south. I think that would make more sense. Plus, now he can get some more mercenaries, so I'll take up some more of these guys here. Delete this guy. Let's just keep you moving down south. I really wish there was more I could do with Erkenbrand. I mean, one idea I do have is I could recruit a mercenary ship and send these troops down to Theoden and Eomer. And it would be nice for them to have some infantry, but I really don't know what they would do with them.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, I think I better start merging these guys, because
Your orders, my lord.
I don't have a lot of these lancers left, so I'll merge you guys. There we go. That helps out.
Yes, my lord.
Better start merging the mounted archers together. I'll send all of you guys into Theoden's army. I can merge the Royal Guard together. The red shields are going to lose some of their value because they've been diminished quite a bit, so that's unfortunate. There we go. Alright, so that's looking a little bit better for our situation. I still can't get these guys into one cohesive army.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Yeah, let me send you in here instead.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
And we are terribly low on skirmishers right now.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Alright, I think what I'll do is this. You guys are severely depleted, so I'm going to send you back into Dale's territory just for the time being.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Yes.
That should give us plenty of room to get Airmare in here. Perfect. So now he's got a decent sized force. I have to see if we can hire some mercenaries. I might send you out here to see if there's any mercenaries we can pick up.
Your orders, my lord. Orders. Yes, my lord. My lord.
And then the troops I have marching through this territory. Yeah, they can't get any further this turn. I think what I'll do is I'll take out these guys next. Probably best I send Theodred out. Yeah, because he's a very powerful commander. So if I take these heights over here, I can send these troops over to help. I still have a bunch of cavalry. I think I'll use up the light cavalry here, because these guys can be sent back for retraining. Yeah, it's not too bad. They don't have a general at all. They only have a captain leading them. No cavalry at all. Only a handful of these spears here to deal with. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Theodred can actually take out a good portion of these guys just by himself. But this will be the last battle, and then I'm going to have to take a break.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
Alright, we've got some amazing infantry of our own, so... Plus, we have the very famous Helm's Hammers over here. Let me go ahead, get my light cavalry set up. The heavy cavalry, I'm always going to put in a position where I'll utilize them last. Because they're basically there to get the job done. Got a lot of ballistas here. Probably didn't need this many ballistas, but that's okay. I'll put you guys here for now. Alright. Mounted archers. Let's get you taking the heights here. Got Theodred over here too. The ballistas I'm going to have you hold off for now. We don't need you opening fire just yet. Shield maidens I'm going to put over here. And same with you guys. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Let's get the ballistas moving forward. I want the archers moved up over here. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, move up over here. And then the rest of my troops here. Let's get you taking this height over here right away. And then the light cavalry, I might have you start charging down. Yeah, because their spears, they must be over there. Yeah, the spears over there. I'm going to get you guys to charge down really quick and just take out a lot of their archers alongside Theodred. Yeah, move those ballistas, boys. And then the shield maidens and skirmishers start heading over here. That'll be good. I'm going to get the heavy cavalry in position too. Way off to the side for now. Alright, let's pause this. So, light cavalry, let's have you start charging downhill now, because this is the best position to work with. Actually, you hit the swords. And then you guys, you hit the slayers. And then Theodred. Yes, you're going to come down here and hit these archers. Or, yeah, these archers over here. That's perfect. Alright, that was an amazing charge. Alright, let's get you out of there. because those Mirkwood Slayers will slaughter you. Yep, fall back. Alright, I may have to use my heavy cavalry sooner than I'd like to, but they are going to cause us some trouble up here soon. They're rushing for this hill completely. I'm going to get Theodred set up over here. He's got to charge down again. You guys just need to keep aiming for those spears. Those spears are a huge threat that we got to deal with right away. Alright, light cavalry, get out of there before you get completely massacred. Okay, get out of there. Archers are kind of a mess right now. Oop, yep, let's get you guys out of there. Alright, I got these guys to start running. That's amazing. Where's my heavy cavalry? Okay, let's get you guys out of there. Yep. Yeah, get out of there, guys. Get out of there. Don't stick around. Get out of there. Where's Theodred? Whoopsies. Organize yourselves, organize yourselves.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Only half the enemy force remains.
Alright, we got these guys to run. Time to send down Helmed Hammers. Alright, let's see these guys in action. I'd love to get some screenshots of these guys. Oh, one guy fell. Oh, got a little bit of a freeze there. Let's get you guys out of there. Are these spears? No, they're swords. Yeah, get out of there. Alright. Theodred, let's fall back and do another charge. Time to send in the guards to deal with that work. Alright, help out over here. Light cavalry struggling. Alright, and those guys are absolutely terrified. They don't want to deal with that unit. Okay, you guys can stop firing. Alright, Theodred, time to come over here. I think the archers, you guys can stop firing, because there's really not that many targets left to hit. Okay, pretty good so far. Well, you guys, what are you doing? Yeah, this Dolgador host is kind of annoying. They're still in this battle.
The enemy army frees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Very nice. Killed off their captain. Not much left to go after. Yeah, I think that should be fine.
Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all...
Alright, so with those guys depleted, I can send Theodred back now.
Yes, my lord.
And you can kind of take his place up here for now. We'll eventually get you guys heading back to Dornarha quickly, so
Yes, my lord.
I might leave you there just for now because they might need reinforcements by next turn. Culture is at 14%, so let's get the standing stones here. Yeah, the nice thing about the way station is that we can actually get some of our elite units replenished there. And I'm going to send you guys over here.
Your order.
Might start sending you guys to Dornarha, but I don't know what this looks like down here.
My lord.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get you guys at least ready to start moving next turn.
Assembling a mighty host. A prime position to launch a coward, my lord. Orders.
And we should have some more cavalry lined up by next turn to send out. I'm going to send you guys, yeah, get you guys moving.
Your command. March to exhaustion, continuing later. Your will, my lord.
Oh, we need to start upgrading by next turn. That's right. Go ahead and raise taxes here. And I'm just going to save this now. So I want to know what's going to happen next turn. After that, I'll just end it here.
There is no glory in hiding like this, my lord.
Also, I'll need to work out some sort of deal with the dwarves to take back Dunard. Probably have to spend a lot of money on it. Okay, and the situation against Mordor, the problem is this could all turn back against us very quickly, so we need to make sure we're helping Gondor at every opportunity. Yeah, let them take the fort, fine. Buggers. Alright, money is still doing really well, but let's go ahead and wrap up the construction before we end this. Onadrith. Yeah, you can build crop rotation. Gynard. Let's find something cheap for you. Maybe just do a ballista maker for now. Actually, no. What was that? Was that a ballista maker? No. Yeah, that was a ballista maker. I don't need that. Yeah, I'll just hold off on here. Durwath. Let's see. Get some of these guys retrained. I think you can start building a royal hall here. A guard barracks isn't going to get us anything fantastic, so not even an archery range. Cattle farming might be worthwhile, but let's do royal hall first. Bregnas, you can upgrade to a large town. That'll definitely help us. Isengard, you can upgrade too. Because we got to get some really good units out of here. Ossul, let's see. You guys... Actually, I need this place to be like a recruitment hub, so... What am I going to build here? A martial stables gets me more cavalry. Yeah, we might as well do martial stables. Gundabad looks like it's already starting to launch incursions into this area, so now I gotta keep track of their movements here. These pale Urks could be a huge problem. And the lack of heavy cavalry could definitely be an issue here, because I don't have that much to begin with. So I'll have to send whatever heavy cavalry I have up north as quickly as possible. I think I already have some on the way. Man, maybe not. Yeah, the lances are all I have up here in the north. Well, first things first, let's send the shield maidens up. Those would be a decent deterrence. I'll send you up 2 units of lancers as well. Get you going right away. We'll have to address the lack of heavy cavalry, because I may have to send them from these regions in particular. What can you hire as mercenaries? Yeah, get the sellswords. Sellswords, and we'll leave them in this fort. And you'll just keep moving.
Yes. Continuing tomorrow. Your will,
You guys will just stay here.
yes.
I'll really have to figure out just how we're going to deal with Gundabad, because they have to deal with periodic attacks coming into this area means it's going to drain us of resources. We have a large enough army here to take them on, but that last battle for Weathertop was definitely an intense one. We only won that by, honestly, just an inch of our lives right there.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
I can start sending some of you guys back. Ideally, the infantry needs to start heading back.
As you wish.
Perfect. And I think I can get some of these guys retrained, because we have the way station here. Military garrison will be ideal, because this will give us 4. That would help too, actually. I might do that first, because that will only take 4 turns too. Alright, and the good news is we can get shield maidens once we upgrade to the Mira stables, but I don't think the guard barracks is going to get us much. No, not that.
Yes.
I'll still have to figure out what to do about you guys, but I definitely want to besiege this place. This is going to be a problem, so we got another big host from Dol Guldur that could interfere. Probably best that we come over here, I'm thinking. can't tell. Yeah, I want to push to take this region. So let's go ahead and besiege it. I might just attack it now and try to take it. Because if we attack it now, we have some heavy cavalry that we can just roll right in there. So we could take it this turn and not have to waste a turn building siege equipment and dealing with this huge army at the same time.
My lord. Your orders, my lord. My lord. Yes, my lord. My lord.
Alright, this spy needs to head this way.
Yes, my lord.
You'll need to head down here. Keep an eye on Dorwinian. Yeah, because Dulgador is definitely beefing up his attacks again.
Your orders.
So I'm not sure what to do with Theoden and his troops. Might be best if we help them out down here, but it just feels like Dorwinian is stretched thin with its current forces. And then down here, we got some more trouble in this region. The Witch King could actually take back Tyrathoros, so I may have no choice but to come over there and help them. Yeah, these guys could help out too. How are the Vardieggs doing so far? Yeah, they seem to be doing okay. I don't think they're at war with the Corsairs. Let's hope it stays that way. And they reclaimed all their lost territory. That's really good news. This guy is still alive, and Kantar the Inquisitor. And he also has a very powerful bodyguard, so he could actually come back and retake this region quickly. But it looks like the Vardieggs are rebounding, because they were in a very bad spot like 30 turns ago, 20 to 30 turns ago, but they're doing way better now. Gondor is in a bit of a sticky situation here. I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to eliminate the Witch King's army here. That'll give Gondor a better chance of repelling Mordor's incursions. The real goal is to eventually not only retake Hod Hanor, but Ost Ithil as well. My current forces here, I think we should come over here and help out the Gondorians, because if we can wipe out a Nazgul and all these troops here, then we could really move on to Minas Morgul and besiege it. That might be an option for us. Yeah, let me save this first, because this could be a real opportunity to help out Gondor. If I come up here, and then Gondor helps out, Gondor has a very strong army, so this is probably our best bet. They have a lot of Gondor spearmen, infantry, they're being led by a general. They've got pikemen, they've got the famous Lossarnak axemen. They also have some elite units here too. And Mordor doesn't have a terrible amount to worry about. The cataphracts are a huge issue, same with the Great Beasts, but it doesn't take long to get these guys to start running. Yeah, I think we stand a pretty decent chance here. We wipe these guys out, Minas Morgul could easily be within our reach. Alright, so we'll save it there for now. Because that's looking pretty good.
Yes, my lord.
I'm going to start sending you down south so you can board this ship and cross over. And before this turn ends, we're definitely going to have to send Baldred's army over here to deal with this Witch King. So we got two very big battles we'll have to fight to help Gondor. I don't really know what our next move is going to be here. But we could take Burst Southeast next stream. Because yes, they do have some large walls, but they don't really have much defending the actual city. So if I can take this turn with very low casualties, then that'll be very good for us moving forward. And I don't know what to expect from over here. I might have to send these troops elsewhere. Oh, and then down here, let me see. Trying to get Theoden some reinforcements, a very difficult prospect, but I can get these guys moving.
My lord.
Okay, so the fastest road, Mornithel would have been an ideal place to go to. I don't think they hold it anymore. Oh, they still do, just briefly. Oops. Turn off the Fog of War. Okay, so I kind of cheated there. If I continue heading this way, I got some guys there to worry about, but I could stay out of range if I head this way, potentially. Alright, head that way for me. Yeah, I think the road should be fairly clear for you. Oh no, completely forgot about that guy. Oh man. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. I can't get reinforcements through here. It's such an impossible task to get reinforcements the other side. Alright, I will have to figure out what to do with these guys. Because our prospects are not looking great over here. We got these guys over here too, so it's going to be very difficult for me to get troops to this region. We're probably better off sending these troops instead to support... Oh god, what is his name? Iffy? That's a weird name. Let's see. I'll just send you guys up here for now. But to try to sneak through enemy territory is just not going to be possible. I think we're better off just heading off in this direction here. Yeah, I'll just head over this way instead.
Yes, my lord.
And this place is pretty well defended, so if Dolgador comes down here with a large army, we have basically the best infantry that we have to offer to repel them, so it's not looking too bad.
Your orders, my lord.
Not sure what to do with these guys. But if we're helping out the elves, that's good. Over here, I don't know how well Khazad-dûm is doing. Oh, okay, they're not doing too bad. I kind of wish I could send my troops up here to help them, because they actually look like they could make some serious progress. And if they can continue growing up in the north, they'll be a huge problem for Gundabad. Khazad-dûm is easily one of the most powerful factions to deal with on the battlefield, so if they can start growing into a real power, they can be an enormous threat to Gundabad, because they're one of the few factions that has infantry vastly superior to what Gundabad can offer. So Khazad-dûm will make a very important ally moving into the future. Because they're the only faction that could really bring a serious fight to them and potentially destroy them.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Okay, I'm not going to move these troops yet. They're too few in number. You guys have a long ways to go. Oswy is still making his way down south. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and save this and take a break. I think I'll come back to this later tonight. But I hope you enjoyed this. And just give me a follow, as usual, if you enjoyed this content or any of the games that I'm playing. And like I said, I should be coming back to this later tonight. Hope to see you then. Take care.